Jai Shri Mataji. Let's all bow down to Shri Mataji and raise our Kundalini and take a bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji. Let's take the three Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Shri Moksha Pradayani Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Pranam Shrimaji. Let's put our attention in the Sahasrara at the lotus feet of Srimadji and take the mantra of Sri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You can bow down to Srimadji and then we'll get started.
Om Namo Jiyadya Veda Pratipadya Jaya Jaya Svasamvedya Atmarupa Devatuchi Ganeshu Sakalamati Prakashu Mani Nivrutti Dasu Avadhari Zoji Akar Charana Yugula Ukara Udara Vishala Makara Mahamandala Mastakakare He Tinhi Ekvatale शब्दब्रह्म कमले ते मिया श्री गुरु कृपा न मिले आदि बीज आता अभिनव वागिलासिनी जे चातुर्यार्थ कला कामिनी ते श्री शारदा विश्वमोहिनी न मिली मिया ॐ नमो जियाद्याय ॐ नमो जियाद्याय ॐ नमो जियाद्याय ॐ देह पवित्रता शीतल आनंद भावना चैतन्य योगदा कामधेनु तुष्टि पुष्टि सुख प्रप्यायना नित्या विघ्न प्रति समाधा
We have to meditate every day, just like washing our hands or just like cleaning our teeth. We have to in the morning time meditate, and also in the evening we have to meditate. We have to meditate both the times. Otherwise we cannot rise, we cannot grow. Just to think that we are realized souls, we do not become. This cleansing has to be done every day, in and out. And this is why none of the experiences which are described are felt sometimes in Sahaja Yoga, and people ask, Mother, how is it we don't feel the khichdi? Because your attention is not also there where it should have been. So one has to try to meditate in such a manner that this working of the Kundalini is facilitated. The chakras are cleansed out, and ultimately you are in a state of meditation. It's not a question of how to go into meditation. But it's the question how to be in meditation all the time. So as you know that Kundalini, when she reaches the Agya Chakra, and when she opens Agya Chakra, then you can be in thoughtless awareness. Then you don't think. Thinking just stops. You watch everything, just watch. But you do not get involved into what you are watching, but you just watch. And that watching itself gives you the growth within. Think of the tree which is, say, in a turmoil or during earthquake. It won't grow. When the earthquake stops, everything becomes quiet, everything is peaceful, then only the tree can grow. In the same way, our growth can only take place if we are peaceful within ourselves. So for a Kundalini growing wider and wider and rising higher and higher, first thing is we must have peace within ourselves. But this peace is possible if you can make really peace with others. If you cannot make peace with others who are in Sahaja Yoga, who are in the collective, if you are in a turmoil, this Kundalini can never rise. That is why collectivity is so important. Without collectivity, your Vishuddhi cannot open. And without collectivity, you cannot have the growth of your spirituality. If the growth of the spirituality, as they say, the tree of life is upside down and the roots are in the brain. And this Kundalini has to go and water that brain. As we water the roots, then it starts flowing downward. And that's how we start expanding. So this power of Gauri has to be respected because she is our mother. She is our individual mother. She has given us second birth. She is the one who knows all about us. She is so gentle, so kind. How she slowly rises. She doesn't give us trouble. She takes all the trouble of penetrating through these centers and she gives us this second birth. Because she understands everything. She knows everything. She organizes everything. She brings forth all the beauty that you are. Once you start developing that beauty within yourself, then you will be surprised how powerful you are. Because all these things are of the same nature. Is the truth that you discover, is the same as the beauty, is the same as the joy. You don't have to think that joy is separate, truth is different, beauty is different. Because we are not yet at that point, we just take one facet. But once we reach that point, then The whole thing seems to be one. There is no differentiation at all. It's all one. Many facets of a diamond, but it's one diamond. And that diamond is yourself, your spirit. So today is a very great day. We have to thank our mother, our Kundalini, the Gauri, for giving us realization, and to know that we have to every time awaken her. Every time we have to expand her, and every time to worship her, so that we always keep our realization intact and keep our ascent intact. It is this ascent which is going to transform all the human beings. So you have to pray to her that keep us pure, make us pure. She purifies you. Her job is to purify your chakras. So please purify us, make our hearts clean, our minds clean, everything clean, and ultimately keep our connection forever and ever lasting, so that we feel this beautiful power of God's love flowing through us. For that, whatever is necessary, we will do. We'll be very much in the collective, we'll sacrifice anything, and also we'll try to be very sensible. We'll try to spread Sahaja Yoga, because when you spread Sahaja Yoga like a tree, then the depth will grow also. But it has to be done with the same beauty as the awakening of the Kundalini. She has not troubled you. She has not given any problems to you. So, from that one has to learn that we have to behave in a manner the way Kundalini is so gentle, so sweet, so nice, so effective, and she brings our life to some meaning. She completes the meaning of our life. She completes our desires, and she takes us to a point where we start seeing the whole thing, the whole universe as one, all human beings as one. She gives us collective consciousness. All this work is done by Kundalini alone. Of course, if she does not go to any chakras and does not awaken any deity, we cannot even have the fruits of those chakras being awakened. So it is all her work, all her ascent, all her understanding and wisdom which has given us this beautiful state that we call ourselves as yogis. So I would request you all to pay attention to your Kundalini. Try to raise her all the time. See that you get your vibrations. Also see that not only that you get your vibrations all right, but also for others you have a different attitude. Do not criticize others. Do not say anything about how wrong they are, but just see how right they are and what good they are capable of. She is a virgin and still so wise. In the same way, we have to be very wise, very sensible. We cannot afford to waste our time now, because we have to save the whole world, and it is our responsibility. If we do not now work out even our own chakras, we cannot help anyone else. So first of all, we must work out our own chakras, and then we can help the whole world. It's not something like a cult or an organization where you just say, I belong to this cult or this organization, so all right, I'll be saved by God. That's not promised in Sahaja Yoga. There's nothing like a ticket to heaven. It has to be worked out. You have to work it out, and work it out with full understanding as to what is this Kundalini is and how she works. May God bless you. Today we are worshipping Adi Shakti. I think this is the most important puja because it is the power of Adi Shakti that has given you self-realization, that has given you the truth, that has given you the power of compassion and love. That's the power that separated from Sadashiva. And this power wanted herself to create this complete universe. Universes after universes. She's creative and loving. With her love, she did this great creation of this world also. This is a specially selected planet, which was very beautifully brought in the center between the sun and the moon for the creation of ultimately the human beings. This is her great work with such love and affection. And with very great hope that her children will know the truth and will get the ultimate knowledge about themselves and about everything else. As you have read in the Bible about how Adi Shakti came in the form of a snake and told human beings that you have to know the knowledge. Adam and Eve, and to Eve especially, and they accepted to eat the fruit of knowledge. Because they would have remained just like animals, without knowing anything subtleties of life. Little higher animals maybe. That once they ate the fruit, they started feeling that there is something wrong, the way they are without any clothes. So they brought some leaves of the tree and covered them. So the first knowledge came was of chastity, because Sri Ganesha was established and his influence brought forth this consciousness that we have to cover our bodies. We are no more animals. Only the animals, of course they are not standing, so it's all right, are not aware of it. With the knowledge of chastity, gradually human beings started growing into beautiful nations. But there are so many things which were still to be known, to be aware of it. You may be aware of many things, but unless and until you get your spiritual awakening, unless and until you get your self-knowledge, all other knowledge is absolutely nothing. With this self-knowledge only, you become powerful. The real power is of love and compassion. Today, when you see the whole world is busy fighting and they are trying to protect people from wars and creating great, huge protecting instruments. The whole world seems to be in a mad race of killing each other, of destroying each other, of competition, ambition, leading to fighting and then to greater wars. They are fighting for a piece of land. So ignorant they are. Can you carry even a pinch of this land with you when you die? When you are born, you come with closed wrists. When you die, you go with open hands. What do you take with you? All right, you may not like to take anything, but do you enjoy whatever you think is so great for which you are fighting? Why this fighting going on among all nonsensical people? It's surprising how people give up their peace, give up their understanding when it comes to a piece of land. And the whole thing has moved into a very wrong direction and going towards complete destruction. The thing that has made human beings so much suffering because of all their ignorance by which they have all those habits, all those attractions, all those identification, which is so ruinous, which will ruin all of them, each one by one. They have to take to sense, and they have to take to their self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is the key for a savior to give to people. We have had so many saints, we have had so many Sufis, we had Tao people, we had Zen people, all kinds of realized souls came on this earth. They all suffered, they were tortured, nobody understood them. But now the time has come for you to know the truth, but truth which is not dry, truth which has compassion, truth that encompasses everyone, that brings the complete view of our existence. Why are we here on this earth? What is our purpose? What should we do? Adi Shakti's powers are such of love and compassion that makes you understand yourself first. The love for you is very, very limited. There's no awareness of your own being. Just imagine what a great task is for you. How much you have to be seriously becoming aware of yourself first. That is extremely important. First, you have to be aware of yourself. And now you have the light of your spirit. In the light of that spirit, you can see what you are. And you can see how far you are going, how wrong things you are doing, what harm you are doing to yourself. And you have a power to cure it, to improve it, and to come to your senses. These are the most important times. You will never get these times again. Never had it in the history, and you can never get it in the future. This is the time you have got. Not only the awareness, not only the self-knowledge, but you know how to do it. Otherwise, about the saints, about those people, Tao and Zen people, they have just described what a person with self-knowledge is, how he behaves, how his style is, how he is so different from others. But none of them have said how you become that. No one has been able to say that. Nobody has been able to do that also. Because perhaps most of them didn't know about Kundalini, and those who knew also could not talk about it to people. So the greatest work of the Adi Shakti is to put the Kundalini in your sacrum bone. This Kundalini is not the Adi Shakti. Adi Shakti is a much greater thing, much bigger thing, much wider thing, much deeper, much stronger, much more powerful. Kundalini is the reflection of Adi-Shakti power. And when she rises, you know what happens to you and how you get your realization. But you have to be very watchful. Are you really a compassionate person? If you are compassionate, the first thing that will happen to any compassionate person, I think, will be to help others, to emancipate others. They cannot be satisfied with their own achievements and with their own state of self-realization. It cannot happen. What was the need for Adi-Shakti to do all these efforts, to work so hard? You know that. I had to work very, very hard. But from my very childhood, I have worked very hard. And I have gone through very difficult times, very, very difficult times, according to human understanding. But the worst time I have when I see those people whom I have given realization, those who are self-realized people, they are the ones who have no responsibility for others, and if they have, it is very little. They don't have that compassion and don't have that love that we have to today save the world, save the humanity. That's our, not only our principal work, but the only work that we have to do. All other things are going to achieve nothing except for your own efforts, individual efforts to give self-realization to others and give them this knowledge. This knowledge is so easy to understand. It is very subtle, no doubt. And as I've told you, that the quantum theory they are talking about now, the scientists, is that they have seen those miraculous waves of lights and they are trying to find out something about it. It cannot be that some Sahajogis will rise above others. Every one of you have to know that this is a very special thing that has happened to you. Even if you had gone to Himalayas, even if you have starved yourself, even if you have been singing the praise of God for years, even you had done all kinds of rituals and penances, you could not have got your realization. That would not have been possible. I knew this, and that's why I have to work very hard. Facing all kinds of problems, all kinds of turmoils, all kinds of pressures. What was the thing? Just to see that you all are created and you are all my hands. You have to work. Every finger has to work. And that is what I have been telling you, that now it is our responsibility to see that we become not only Sahajogis ourselves, but blossoming time. And many, many Sahajogis we should have. It's a work of Adishakti. Try to understand this. It's not work of any saint. It's not work of any incarnation. It's not work of any politician and not work of any big leader. It is the work of Adishakti, which is so transparently showing its results in you. Now it is for you to see. To please me is your ardent desire, I know. I see how you love me and how you want to do for me. The greatest thing you can do for me is to spread Sahaja Yoga. It's a very special, extremely difficult blessings you have got. You didn't have to do any efforts. You didn't have to pay any money. You don't have to get sick with rituals. You got it spontaneously. But that doesn't mean that it's sort of your birthright to get it. It's the work of Adishakti. And the work of Adishakti has to be shown in your life. With the compassion, without any reward. People have tried to spread their religion by showing compassion to poor people, looking after the poor people, handicapped people. There is no need actually for Sahaja Yogis to do that. What they have to do is to transform other people. Find out ways and methods how you can transform, how you can spread the message of Adishakti. Put your mind to it and you will know how you can manage it. There should be all the time a compelling desire that we have to find out method by which we can spread Sahaja Yoga. Otherwise, it's like what Christ has described, that some seed fell on the marshy land and they sprouted but never grew. You can only grow in the real sense of the word and become something very, very special and real by knowing what you can do. I have a vision, no doubt, and I've been talking about it quite a lot. But it ends up with the puja is not a good thing. I know some countries are very difficult. Try to find out what is the problem. Why? It is so very difficult. Attention has to be paid to this, that what other human beings are doing to destroy themselves, as if it is the part and parcel of the same game which we call as the last judgment. But let us, through our compassion and love, save as many as possible. This is the work of Adishakti. Not the work of any saint or any incarnation. They are all there, no doubt. They are all with us, all the time to help us. But you people have the power of Adishakti, which is very great, which is very penetrating, which is miraculous, is so effective. But unless and until you become aware of your own powers, how will you work it out? It would be like a dead machine that has everything, but nobody is there to work it out. All the time, I had to go through very, very hazardous times. And sometimes I felt that I may have to take another birth. The way things were so difficult for me. But now, for you it has been very easy. As if the one who makes the road has to work very hard. But those who walk on that, they don't realize how easily they have got it. And if they realize this, then they will realize also, let many walk on this road, which was created with such patience, understanding, and love. I have to really see, you all Sahajogis, doing your level best to change this world has to be changed. As it is, humanity has to be saved through you and nobody else. No president, no prime minister, no minister, none of these people can change the world and save it. It is you who are entitled. You have got this power. Do you realize your own status, your own being, which has risen so high? It is not there. If that realization is there, you would go all out to express your love and compassion to other people, to make them realize what they are. Only with Sahaja you can save this world. There's no other way out. Whatever you may try, say to help the poor, to help this and that, is something very, very superficial. Best thing is to give realization to every person you see. We have seen children, they are coming up. There will be great Sahajogis also, I can see that. But before them, you have to show your own merits of what you have done. It's not a static work, it's a big movement which has to be really explosive. And unless and until such a great step is taken, I don't know who will be blamed for the doomsday. You are the one who have to build up the destiny of human beings. Don't consider as yourself as something nothing. You could never have got your realization. You would never have come to me. Among so many, you are the ones who came to me and who asked for realization and got it. You know it cannot be forced. This realization cannot be forced. This awareness cannot be forced. And the growth of this awareness also cannot be forced. You have to develop that attention deep down within yourself and see for yourself what you have done. What you have done. If you are still busy with the money problem or the power problem and this problem and that, you are a problem. You are not a Sahajogi. Sahajogi is above everything else and is very powerful. Power will be achieved by them. Power of love and compassion. It is not only words of love. It is not only act of loving others, but it is a powerful personality that you will have, which will just emit that great divine light and can capture people. All should just take a very brave personality. I must say people have improved. Otherwise everybody used to write to me, this is wrong with me and that is wrong with my father, this is wrong with my great-grandmother and all kinds of things. That is over now. Much less, I must say much less. But instead of telling me about people who are sick, people who have failed, people who are still in a state that cannot be improved, attention should be changed. If there's one person who has got cancer anywhere, immediately at least 10 photographs will come to me. Leader will write to me, the vice leader will write to me, everybody will write to me that mother is such and such thing. Why? Is that my job? That person can be cured, we have hospitals, can be cured by photographs. But attention always goes now, the compassion part of it, to those people who are so-called suffering physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, also in the marriages. That's not your job, neither mine. If they are sick, they should take a photograph and work it out. If it doesn't work, that means that it doesn't deserve. There is no need for you to treat them and to work it out, and if it fails to write to me that mother such and such person is sick, what's so important? Already we have so many healthy people going around. Why not use them first? Our job is not to cure people. Affection is all right, compassion is all right. It's a natural thing that our attention goes to sick people or to the poor people or to the people who are suffering. But what about Sahajogi? If you have one sick person, 100 Sahajogis will get after that. What is the reason? Is it compassion? It's not. They want to prove that they can cure that person. It's not compassion. Compassion today is to transform human beings into sahajis, into good people. That is the love of Adi Shakti. Because those who are born have to die in any case. We should not be unkind, of course, but our attention should be how many people we are giving realization. It's a very common thing that people indulge more into so-called curing and improving and this. It's all right. Also, there are problems like in the marriages, you see, some married couple don't want to be there, not to, it's all right, finish them. If they don't want to live together, let them go. We have many people who are sensible in this world, many people who are healthy in this world. Now, how can you go on struggling with people who don't want to live together and have problems? That's not your job. First of all, you are a spiritual worker. You are not a social worker. Of course, by the way, you can do social work. It doesn't matter, by the way. But the main thing for you is to transform human beings. With that, the greatest disease is of meanness, of cruelty, of torturing others, anger. All these diseases can be cured, which are internal, not external. That is today wanted. Every country is fighting and is tortured and is in peril all the time of getting destroyed. The only way you can do it is to give them realization. Now what happens is to be seen very clearly that when you give realization to someone and he values it and he grows into it, then you are protected. You are completely protected. Who protects you? You may say, the Adi Shakti, all right. But also, there is a destructive power working in this world. Not of negativity, but positive destructive power of Shiva. If he says that if Adi Shakti's work is going on well, he is happy. But he is sitting there and watching each and every person, each and every work of Sahajogis. And if he finds something really very wrong, I cannot control it. He destroys. I cannot go up to that point. He destroys. Not only destroys, but thousands he can destroy. Anywhere there is a calamity, we can say, like an earthquake or some sort of a hurricane, all these things come through the working of Sri Mahadeva. I can't help you there. But if you really give realization to people, all these can be averted. Of course, it is the whim, I should say, of Adi Shakti that she started this work of creating this world, of creating you and making you Sajogis. But your responsibility is also very important. You cannot be responsible. Maybe it was, I felt my responsibility. But there's a difference. I never felt it was my responsibility. Never felt this was my job. Never felt I have to do it. I did it. That is the one. That's the kind of personality you should have. You have to do it in a very humble manner, in a very beautiful manner. And you'll be amazed to see how you are protected, how you are supported, and how everything works out. The greatest joy you will get when you will find you can give realization to people. You can change their lives. Never you would feel such joy even if you get, say, a big lottery, maybe a big job or a big name or a very big award. No. The joy of creating Sajogis knows no bounds. It's such a joy-giving thing. You develop such fraternity, such solidarity as they call it, such oneness, such enjoyment of love, enjoyment of compassion. It's a different level of enjoyment. That's not like ordinary enjoyments. You are not to be afraid of me, but be afraid of yourself. Have a watch on yourself and see for yourself, what have you been doing so far? What have you done so far? Because you have been enlightened. If the enlightened people cannot give light, what's the use of having them? Look at these little candles. Whatever little light they have, they are giving that light. They are burning themselves to give that light. If we cannot give that light, what is the use of enlightenment? Enlightened doesn't mean the light for yourself only. The light of love, compassion, which is divine, which is not normal, which is not ordinary. As you see in the films, it is a divine love which works. And that is what makes me sometimes little weak when I hear that Sajogis now are getting involved in money, in cheating, all kinds of criminal activities they do. I can't understand. I can't believe it. After getting the highest, why do you want to go so low as that? Because you have not yet felt what you have got. You have not realized what you have got. And you don't respect yourself. Still, if you are on the same line and the same level, I must say, you have done no justice to me or to yourself. We have to work it out. Single-handed, I have done it. Worked very hard, I must say, in the sense that I had to deal with horrible people, very unkind, very selfish, very cruel. But it doesn't matter. And such beautiful birds I have discovered. But you must keep your luster and work it out. I'll be very happy to know that Surge Yoga is spreading with leaps and bounds, with great speed, and that people are really getting into that realm of peace, joy, and happiness. That's my dream, and I hope you all will work it up. Thank you very much.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि
त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि
त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षात् आत्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि
अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशेष्यम्
अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात्
अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात्
सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वम् आनन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः
त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि
सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति
त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधार स्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यम्
त्वं ब्रह्मास्त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरो
गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादि मधेन्दुलसितं तारेण रुद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपम्
गकारा पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारा शान्तरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नादसन्धानम् संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निजृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपति देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः।
एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात्।
एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणम्
रदं च वरदं हस्तै बिभ्राणम् मूषकध्वजम् रक्तं लम्बोदरम् शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गम्
रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितम् भक्तानुकम्पितं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादो प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः। नमो नाथपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Keeping our attention on Srimataji, within ourselves. We will offer the divine essence of prayer and pray to Sri Ganesha that deep desire to give this awareness to more people and also help them to settle within themselves manifests within us. Pranam Sri Ganesha. Pranam Shri Yeshu Christ. Let our ears hear that which is true. Let our eyes see that which is pure. Let our beings praise that which is divine. And let those who listen hear not my voice, but the wisdom of God. Let us worship with the auspicious song, the appropriate strength, and the propitious knowledge. And let our meditation enlighten and enrich. And let there be compassion and peace with everyone. Om Shanti 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 Om. Now the prayer. Verily, Shrimadji, you are. Salutations to Sri Ganesha, Sakshat Sri Jesus, Sakshat Sri Nirmala Devai, Namo Namaha. Sri Ganesha, verily, you are the beginning of all the beginnings. It is you who is the doer of all deeds which have been done, are being done, and will be done. It is you who supports all things that are supported. It is you who protects all things that are protected. It is you who is the complete pervading spirit, God's divine energy. Think clearly, brain, speak only the truth. Let your presence, awakened in us by Kundalini, speak. Let your presence, awakened in us by Kundalini, listen. Let your presence, awakened in us by Kundalini, bless. Let your presence, awakened in us by Kundalini, protect. Let your presence, awakened by Kundalini in us, your disciples, be the disciple. Verily, Shri Ganesh, you're the essence of all the sacred literature and holy words. And you're the energy that understands the holy words. You are the divine combination of complete truth, complete happiness, and complete energy. And you are beyond. You're all knowledge, and you're the use to which the knowledge is put. You exist until the end of all things, and after the end of all things, you are. You create the end of all things, and after the end of all things, you remain indifferent. Your earth, your water, you are fire. You are air, and you're the space above the air. You're the gunas and you're beyond the gunas. You're the body and you're beyond the body. You're the essence of time and you are beyond time. You and only you exist at the Muladhara chakra. You're the spirit and you're beyond the spirit. And those who would join God meditate upon you. You're Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra. You are Indra, Agni, Vayu. You're the sun at noon and you're the full moon. Through all of these and more, you're the all pervading energy of innocence and wisdom. You're the divine servant who stoops to wash the feet of saints. You're the tiny core of all things, without which the larger have no purpose. You're the key to the libraries of all the scriptures, without which the truth is hidden. You're the full stop that completes the sentence, and without which the sentence loses its meaning. You're the crescent moon, you're the stars, and you're beyond the stars. Verily, Sri Ganesha, all things, from tiny dot to universe, are you. You're the future and you're beyond the future. You're in all forms. You're where the sounds combine. You're the silence between the sounds. You're you're the rhythm of all music and all prayers. This is the knowledge of Sri Nirmal Ganesha, and you, Sri Nirmal Ganesh, are the master of that knowledge and all knowledge. Verily, you are the God and you are the goddess. Om Gam Nirmal Ganpate. To your powers, Sri Ganesha, let all surrender. Let the left side of memory and the right side of action surrender to you. And let your enlightenment prevail. Your first tooth you have and 4 hands, one holding a rope, the second a goad, the third is raised in blessings, and the fourth offers sustenance. Your banner is that of a humble mouse. You have long ears and are clothed in red. Red decorates you, and you are worshipped with red flowers. You have compassion for those who love you, And it is for those who love you that you come on this earth. You're the force that creates, the energy that pervades, and the spirit that protects. Those who seek union with God pray through you. Those who seek union with God worship you. Verily, your Lord Christ. Om Gam Nirmal Jesus Ye. To your powers, Sri Jesus, let all surrender. Let the left side of memory and the right side of action surrender to you, and let your enlightenment prevail. You're the word that was the beginning. You're the word that will be the ending. You're he who was born of a virgin and died on the cross. You're he who absorbs all sins and who died to live again. You're God and man, and you're worshipped with red flowers. And we Saj Yogis are blessed to worship you. You have compassion for those who love you, and it is for those who love you that you come on this earth. You're the force that creates, the energy that pervades, and the spirit that protects. Verily, you are Sri Param Chaitanya. Those who seek union with God pray through you. Those who seek union with God worship you. Sri Ganesha, salutations to you. Sri Jesus, salutations to you. He who is the beginning of all worship, salutations to you. He who destroys all the powers of evil, salutations to you. Sakshat Son of Lord Shiva, who is unending blessings, salutations to you. Sakshat Son of Sri Mary Mataji, who is unending love, salutations to you. Sakshat Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, who is unending joy, salutations to you again and again. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. So let's all just desire what Shimaji's requested and asked of us. That the pure desire is that Sri Ganesha please give us divine wisdom. And may we embrace that and may it become part and parcel of our beings. Jai Shimaji. Now we'll offer the names of Srimadji as we are heading towards Adi Shakti Puja. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Verily, Shrimadji, you're the Supreme Goddess who came on this earth in a human form to bless us. We surrender everything at your lotus feet. Sri Mata, the sacred mother who gives the highest knowledge called Brahm Vidya to her devotees. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mata Namo Namaha. Shri Maharagni. Verily, Shrimadji, you're the great empress. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maharagni Namo Namaha. Verily, Shrimadji, you're the one who emerges for a divine purpose and whose rising as the Kundalini within us has a divine impact on us. Shri Deva Karya Samudhyatai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Devakarya Samudhyatai Namo Namaha. Verily, Shrimadji, you're beyond family, caste, race, or measurable dimensionality. You reside in the Sahasrara beyond the family of the lower chakras. Shri Akula. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Akulai Namo Namaha. Shrimadji, verily, you're the one who cuts the knot of illusion in the solar plexus, allowing us, the devotees, to perceive the unreality of the body, mind, and of losing the sense of limited I-ness. Shri Vishnu Granthi Vibhedani. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Granthi Vibhedani Namo Namaha. O great goddess, verily you the queen of Bhava, that is Lord Sadashiva, and you're the giver of life to the whole universe. Shri Bhavani. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhavani Namo Namaha. Verily, Shivaji, you're fond of devotees. Shri Bhakti Priya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhakti Priya Namo Namaha. And Shrimadji, you can only be realized through devotion. Shri Bhakti Gamya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhakti Gamyai Namo Namaha. Only you, Shivaji, are the bestower of happiness and divine bliss. She Sharmadaini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sharmadaini Namo Namaha. That also means you're the bestower of chastity, because you're the chastity, as our own Mother Kundalini within us. Verily, Shrimadji, you're unsupported, as you're the support of the entire universe. Shri Niradhara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Niradharai Namo Namaha. You are unstained by any limitations whatsoever. Shri Niranjana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Niranjanai Namo Namaha. Verily, Shrimadji, you are untouched by anything or by dualism. Shri Nirlepa. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirlepai Namo Namaha. Shrimadji, verily, you're the one whose purity itself. Shri Nirmala. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Namo Namaha. Verily, you are the one without any blemish whatsoever. You're the faultless brilliance. Shri Nishkalanka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nishkalankai Namo Namaha. And you're the one who's eternal. Shri Nitya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nityai Namo Namaha. Also, you're the one who's formless. Shri Nirakara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirakarai Namo Namaha. Verily, Shrimadji, you're the one who's unruffled. Shri Nirakula. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Miraculai Namo Namaha. Also, you're beyond the three gunas, the sattva, raja, and tama. For Shimaji, you are nirguna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirgunai Namo Namaha. Also, Shimaji, you are indivisible and complete, for you are Sri Nishkala. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nishkala Namo Namaha. You're the one who is desireless, because you're the source of everything. Sri Nishkama. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nishkamai Namo Namaha. Verily, you're the one who's indestructible. You're Sri Nirupaplava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirupaplavai Namo Namaha. For you're the one who's ever free, and you're the one who makes your devotees ever free too. Shri Nitya Muktai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nitya Muktai Namo Namaha. Shimaji, you're the one who's changeless, and you're the unchanging basis of all changes. Shri Nirvikara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvikarai Namo Namaha. For you're the one who is the refuge of all. Shri Nirashaya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirashrayai Namo Namaha. Verily you're eternal and undifferentiated, for you are Sri Nirantara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirantarai Namo Namaha. Shimaji, you're the one who's causeless, as you're the cause of all causes. Shri Nishkaranai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nishkaranai Namo Namaha. O great goddess, you're without any illusions or plurality, for you're Sri Nirupadhi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirupadhi Namo Namaha. To the great goddess who is supreme, for there is no one greater than our mother. Shri Nir Ishvara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nir Ishvaray Namo Namaha. And verily, you are unattached. Shri Niraga. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Niragai Namo Namaha. The one who's without any pride, because Shrimadji, you're prideless. Shri Nirmada. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmadai Namo Namaha. For verily, you're without any anxiety, and you free us from anxiety too. So this is the last name that we'll offer. We'll say the whole mantra. Shri Nischinta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nischinta Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Pujyam Samarpyami. Let's meditate for a few minutes and then we'll have Aarti. Everyone, please offer pranam and then let's stand up for Aarti.
सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने दिए अवतार, माँ कितने दिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको, माँ सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियाला, माँ कर दिया उजियाला। कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो सके जो सेवा, हो सके जो सेवा हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता।
How do you not have blinds? I love select blinds.
माता जी दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। सरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री भगवती माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।